Thanks. Alright, hey, Sushi Cats. It's me, Axel Lazuli. I am back again with more of this lovely and terrifying, disturbing game, Doki Literature Club. Oh. No, yeah. Hey, Sushi Cats, in case it didn't... I think it picked up. I think it picked up my intro. If it didn't pick up my intro, hello and good evening. I'm Axel Lazuli. I'm continuing with more of this lovely but terrifying game. Torture, Doki Literature Club. It's good to see you all back. Welcome back. We're gonna jump right in. Yeah. That just looks so glitched. Okay.
It's for all the sushi cats out there.
It's Monica.
It's for all the sushi cats.
That's not what sushi, that's a sushi kitten. And what up, Cuphead? How you doing? Hey, Sonic Stefan. Yeah, poor Sayori.
Come on, man.
Okay, I'm gonna continue on now.
Well, this is for the sushi cats.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hi again, Axel. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Don't worry, I'm not. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Why the fuck is her face glitching? No! What the absolute hell? Yeah. Oh yeah, who's Sayori? Exactly. Sayori, who's Sayori? Thanks for keeping your promise, Axel. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you.
By the way,
making you dive.
Is Sayori.
Sayori, thank you. Sayori. Arigatou gozaimasu. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Okay, this is getting, come on, game. Every other second you're trying to jump scare me and the classroom is all tilted again, and what the absolute hell? Come on. Yeah, Yuri's creepy, but she's, yes, exactly. Hello, Florida man.
Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. You already had to be dragged in here by Monica. I don't know if you just planned to just come in here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it.
Why is she here? Why is she here? Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga.
Manga is literature!
Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. I'm sorry, Axel. We'll make sure to put your comfort first, okay?
Natsuki, remember?
I said Natsuki.
I thought you said Natsuki.
No, I said Natsuki.
Okay.
Thank you. Yeah, Sayori will miss you. Okay. Yuri shoots Natsuki with a disappointed glance. What up, Trey? Good to see you. Anyway, now that you're in the club and all, perhaps you might have interest in picking up a book to read? I don't know about that. What up, Ed? How you doing? Well, I can't really say no either way. I mean, you guys got me here and I'm kind of cornered. Like you said, I'm in this club now. Otherwise, you guys can't. You kind of guilt-tripped me into being a club, but I'm here. It only feels right for me to, you know, pick up a fucking book. What? Wait. I didn't mean it like that. If you don't really want to, then forget I said anything, I guess. I'm just trying to get to know you better. No, it's not that, Yuri. Not at all. I do. I want to be part of the club. So even if I don't read often, I'll pick up a book if you want me to. Are you sure? I just felt like, well, as vice president and all, you know, that I should help you get started on something you might like. She reaches into her big bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out since, you know, so I brought you the Clifford the Big Red Dog series. I thought you might enjoy it. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, you know, especially for someone who just doesn't look like they've ever read a book in their life. And we could, you know, later we could maybe, you know, huh? discuss it? Oh, that's not what I was thinking, Yuri. Yuri, that's not at all what I was thinking. How is this girl accidentally being so fucking cute? God. Yeah, the classroom is tilted, guys. That's right. It's really tilted. Look at this. She even picked out a book she thinks I'll be capable of reading. Yuri, you know, I've heard of the Clifford the Big Red Dog series. I'll definitely read this. Right after I'm done with Arthur. I enthusiastically take the book. This might even be better than Cat in the Hat. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace, even if it takes you a couple of hours. I look forward to hearing what you think. God. Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled club activities. But that doesn't seem to be the case at all. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Hey, Lisa, how you doing? I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more. Hey, the background is normal again. Wait, is it tilted? Is it tilting to the left now? Or am I seeing things? I think I'm just getting paranoid. No, it feels like it's definitely tilting to the left. At the same time, anyway, I would feel bad for distracting Yuri from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book, 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. Oh wait, no. It's Clifford the Big Red Dog. It looks like the same book she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Ah, crap. She saw me looking at her. Damn it. She sneaks another glance at me and our eyes meet for a split second. Ah. That only makes her hide her face deeper in Clifford the Big Red Dog's fur. Sorry. I was just spacing out. I wasn't mean to, you know, like, look at you or anything. I mutter this, sensing that I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so, you know. That's Clifford the Big Red Dog, isn't it? Aren't we reading the same thing? Mm-hmm. What the fuck, her eye? No! Stop! Stop! I don't know! No! I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. Just curious, why do you have 2 copies of Clifford the Big Red Dog? Well, when I stopped at the book score. That's what we need for the literature club, a book score. When I stopped at the bookstore yesterday, they had a 2-for-1 special. You know, I mean, yeah, I just bought 2 of them. That was not an explanation, but okay. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I'm just gonna let it go. I'll definitely start reading it here any minute. I'm still looking at the cover, so you know. I'm glad to hear at least the pictures can interest you. I do like pictures. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. What up, Bronson? Yeah, Kermo, I finally noticed. I'm really paying attention now. The room doesn't seem to be tilting anymore. It's a very engaging and relatable story about a big red dog. Oh, really? I do like dogs. Well, you want to tell me more? Well, I look at the cover of the book. It's titled Clifford the Big Red Dog. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover. Basically, it's about this dog camp that was turned into a human experiment prison, and the people trapped there have this trait that turns them into killing machines that lust for blood like werewolves. But the facility gets even worse, and they start selectively breeding the werewolf people by cutting off their limbs and affixing them to... Oh, that might be a little bit of a spoiler. What up, Delrin? But anyway, I'm really into it. The book, I mean. Not the thing about the limbs. I have a knife in my bag. Oh, okay. That's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story about a nice big red dog, so that dark turn kind of came out of nowhere. Oh yeah, Trey, I've noticed. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Axel? Okay, I mean, Axel in front of the computer, definitely a fan. Axel the man in the game, not so much. It's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those kinds of things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that this kind of story is the kind that challenges you to look at life from a strange new perspective. You know, like Junji Ito. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants them to be evil, but because the world is full of horrible people, and we're all worthless anyway. And suddenly... I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I too have an aunt that kind of acts like that. I haven't lost interest or anything. You know. Well, I guess that's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, where my whole body gets incredibly, you know, tingly, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying anything strange. And please stop me if I talk too much. That's fine, I like to listen. It just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It is a literature club after all. I don't see anything strange here. Everything's looking normal. That's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading right now. Yes! I mean, you don't have to, but... Yeah, she glitched. I saw that. Just to acknowledge it. What are you saying? Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book I had put straight into my bag after she gave it to me because I had no intentions of reading it. Alright, it's fine if I just, you know, sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah, are you sure this is okay? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just, you know, this is my first time sitting so close to, reading in company with someone. Okay. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the book and see the first 3 words. Big Red Dog. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. Dog runs fast. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. What, Kermo? It's not particularly a bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but eventually the feeling is somewhat comforting, the warmth of her shoulder on mine. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book now. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Oh, sorry. I was just bathing in the feeling of being near you. Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I don't mean to. Sorry. Alright, Yuri. Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's right up on Yuri's and then hold my book between the two of us. My elbow touches her breast a little bit and I feel a warm tingling sensation down between my thighs. I suppose so. She timidly closes her own copy of the book. Once we lean in a little, we're really almost on top of one another. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead, I use my right hand to hold the book fully open. I guess that kinda makes it difficult to turn the page. Here, I'll turn the page. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. This'll work. I do the same with my right arm, on the right side of the book. That way, I turn a page and Yuri slides it under the thumb. Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. Thank you, Delrin. Yeah. Thanks, guys, for deleting any spoilers. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face, and I imagine her face anyway, and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? To turn the page? Oh, sorry, I was just, I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at her chest again, and then I realize our eyes are meeting. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. She's already on the 8th word of the book, and I'm still looking at the first picture on the first page of Clifford the Big Red Dog. That's okay. You're not really used to reading, are you? I mean, I don't know how you got to all this way through school and ended up in high school without being able to even read Clifford the Big Red Dog, but I don't mind being patient if it takes you a little bit longer. It's probably the least I can do for someone of your, mental level. Since you've been so patient with me. I'm starting to think and get the feeling she's talking down to me. Maybe she's not interested in me at all. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. After a while, she just assumes it's going to take me about 5 minutes to read one sentence, so I just start turning the page by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Delrin. I forgot that I could... Oh, I can only go back so far. Okay. I'll have to see if I can... Okay. I wanted to see if that text that had been... I'm gonna save real quick while I'm here. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. It's the closest to sex I've ever gotten. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey, Yuri? This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. No, I don't relate to this character at all. I don't even have a dog. Definitely not. Really? What's up with her eye? I was just thinking the way she second guesses everything she says and all. That's what you were talking about. Sorry. This is not a literature club. This is not a literature club, Kermo. It's the harem. It's the harem literature club. The literature club is really just... It's a facade. This is a harem club. What do you... It's a host club, excuse me. Not a harem club, it's a host club. I thought you meant something else about her. Like what? Never mind. We didn't even get that far yet. We're not even on page 3. I don't know how much longer I can tolerate this. Yuri, are you feeling alright? Yuri's been a little fidgety ever since we started reading. You can rest if you're feeling sick or something. I really don't mind. Your breathing is a little... My breathing? Yuri puts her hand on her chest, as if to feel her heartbeat. I didn't even notice. Anyway, I'm fine. I just need some water. Alright, don't push yourself. Yuri stands up and practically rushes out of the classroom. What on earth was that about? Axel, did something happen just now? I have no idea, actually. Yuri was acting a little strange, I guess. So you don't know anything? Sorry, can't say I do. Are you worried about her? Oh, no, not really. I was just making sure that you didn't do anything to her. I just got here. Nothing. Don't worry, I believe you, silly. Yuri just does this sometimes. It's nothing alarming. Alright, if you say so. Anyway, why don't we start with sharing our poems? What? Shouldn't we wait for Yuri? Well, she might be a while, so I just figured we get started without her. Is that okay? Yeah, I was just asking. But you're the boss. I stand up, I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, and then I slip it back into my bag. I guess I'll show my poem to Natsuki first. Since, you know, I kind of need to plagiarize a few lines of her poem to impress Monica. Especially since I told her I was interested in her poems yesterday. It's probably only fair if I shared mine with her first. We stare at one another awkwardly.
Axel, if you're not gonna take this club seriously, then go home.
What? Harsh, jeez.
What? You expect me to believe you actually put effort into this bullshit? Do you think I'm that stupid?
I'm not a writer. Maybe it's not very good, but yeah, I did put in effort. We all have to start somewhere, right? If you're still proud of the first poem you ever wrote, then I'd like to read it. I don't know anybody that's proud of the first fucking poem they ever wrote. What is it? Hold on, I missed something. Oh, no I didn't. She was shocked. Okay, she was shocked. Painful to think about, right? Now that the shoe is on the other foot.
Fine. Well, sorry. You'll get better anyway. I tell you what to improve, but you're better off just trying again.
Fair enough. Well, to each their own, I guess.
Anyway, I guess I gotta share mine now. Knowing you, you'll probably think it's stupid.
Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can walk. Ferrets can run. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try. But that's about it. Yep, that's the painful limitation of being human. All we can do is try. But the least you can do is try. Sometimes people don't even bother to do that much, but they should.
Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it.
I liked it, Natsuki. I liked it. It was simple and to the point and true.
What? Just be honest.
I am actually being honest. Why are you so convinced I wouldn't like it?
Well, because, baka, everyone in high school thinks their writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But it isn't the point of, you know, poems and poetry for people to be able to express themselves. Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid.
Oh, I think that was me. That was me. That was not Natsuki. That was me. Yes. She says, yes, exactly.
I like it when it's easy to read, but it, like, hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. And everyone is taller than me, so I decided to write about it.
Yeah, I understand, Natsuki.
But the other nice thing about simple writing is that, you know, it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line.
God. It's all good, Darren. So you did. I guess more went into it than maybe I realized.
That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you?
I guess not, Natsuki. I decided to humor her with her last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki's feeling proud, I'm not going to take that away from her. Well, there's only one other person to show my poem to, and to read their poem, and I'm still trying to impress the Monica. Hi, Axel. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Thanks. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. How could I criticize you? I'm trying to impress you. Maybe she'd be more impressed if I criticized her. Exactly, Peter. Suggestion, free condoms. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in, anyway. Anyways, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Here we go. Don't worry, Axel. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? We just got done slaughtering someone in the field house behind the school, but it's the sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah? That's true. I hand Monica my poem, assuming I didn't hear her right. Great job, Axel. I was going, ooh, in my head while reading as if you were, totally on top of me. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. You kind of seem smarter than you tend to make yourself out to be. Well, Monica, it's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way it always counts when I put in some effort. Talk about manipulation. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism and sorrow. Sometimes I feel like Yuri's mind is totally detached from reality, and that's why she's able to slaughter her victims so easily and then move on. I don't mean that like it's a bad thing, though, but sometimes I get the impression that she's just totally given up on people. She spends so much time in her own head, it's probably a much more interesting place for her. But that's why she gets so happy when you treat her with a lot of kindness. I don't think she's used to being indulged like that. She must be really starved for social interaction, so don't blame her for coming on a little strongly. Like, earlier. I think if she gets too stimulated, she ends up withdrawing and looking for alone time. Suddenly, the door opens. Yuri! I'm back. Did I miss anything? Not really. Well, we all started sharing our poems with each other. Without me? Already? I'm sorry for being late. No need to apologize. We still have plenty of time, so, I'm more glad that you took all the time that you needed. Alright. Thanks, Monica. I suppose I should get my poem now. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel the way I look, I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in the wall. But he wasn't looking at me. Confused, I frantically glance around at my surroundings. But my burned eyes can no longer see color. Are there others in this room? Are they talking, or are they simply poems on flat sheets of paper? The sound of frantic scrawling playing tricks on my ears. The room begins to crinkle, closing in on me. The air I breathe dissipates before it reaches my lungs. I panic. There must be a way out. It's right here. It's right there. He's right there. Whoa. Simp with a limp. Thank you for the $, Simp with a limp. I'm glad that you feel the same way about Monica that I do. Swallowing my fears, I brandished my pen. You know, I can't help but feel like this is about Sayori. Like, that this is not at all about the room, like, crinkling. And maybe the poems are the way to communicate with her. Maybe she's still here, obviously, haunting my ass. So maybe she can, like, get my words in this alternate dimension that only I'm really aware of. We'll see. Trey, that's funny. So what do you think? It's very free form. I think that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. That would require me to think. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays, especially with slam poetry. I mean, you know, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and the lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. So, what was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a lot. An epiphany? I don't know the meaning of that word. Yeah, you know, it's like a sudden realization. A kind of like inspiration. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other, I'll tell you more about it sometime. Okay, Kermo, thank you. Just tell everybody not to build anything. I can take care of that for you guys. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try too hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big, dark puddle of ink. Especially if you use a fountain pen like I do. So just move your hand and go with the flow. In fact, a fountain pen keeps you moving. Forces you to just keep going. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Last but not least, the serial killer herself. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional. What did you say? I couldn't really hardly hear you. Did I say that out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. He's going to hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates that you've written a lot of poetry before. I Grammy bore. I've been typing since kindergarten. I Gram. Really? Really? That's a huge compliment coming from you. I have the highest respect for you, even if you are a little creepy. This is actually my first time, really. No, this is me. This is my first time. What? Really? She stares at me blankly and then looks at my poem again. Well, I know that. I just meant, Yuri chills off, unable to find an excuse. Okay. Sure, thanks, Deox. Pull that up over here. Guys, give me 1 second. I'll get that in just a second, Yax. She traces her fingers along the words in the poem, as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah, okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers, and having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is the way they try to make their style very deliberate. Okay. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes, surprisingly. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. So, you know, I really feel kind of intimidated by her feedback. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback like I have. Natsuki can be a little biased, though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that or putting things in your head. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? I'd kind of like to get going here soon. Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. It must be this one, the last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time, the last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present, but living in the past.
That's deep.
The light flickers. I flicker back. Very nice. I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting. What? Well, I wasn't even thinking about your handwriting at all. But it took you a long time to read. Clifford the Big Red Dog? It was kind of taking me I take a while to read, okay? I like reading, but it takes me a while. I'll get through it. You just have to... Yeah, your handwriting's kind of bad. You know, it's not very pretty. What? What? I'm just kidding, Yuri. Take a joke. Your handwriting is nice. That's a relief. Also, I liked the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. No, not at all. It was great. I'm really glad that you liked it. I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. You know, something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Axel. Really? 'Cause that's what I got from it. I must have totally missed the fucking point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all, but remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. You can't always assume that the speaker is the poet, and that's why we call them the poet speaker. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past. I know that you killed Sayori, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. Eh? Oh, it's nothing really. Yours was impressive too, so, you know. Nah, you're just giving me lip service. Come on. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You really think so? Yeah, of course. Your writing is beautiful, and you could probably make my handwriting nicer if I practiced more. You know, I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Axel. Dude, did I just impress this girl? I think I just impressed her! Holy shit! Me too. Ah, phew. That's everybody. I glance around the room. It's not tilted like it was before. That was a little more... Wait. What did I just see? I looked over here and then in the playback I saw, like, a shadow cross the room. And the music glitched a little. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. You know, you have to read to write, and considering I don't like to read, I guess this is going to be a lot harder for me to impress Monica than I initially realized. I'm starting to wonder if I even have a chance with Monica, and if maybe I should just think about going for Yuri instead. That closet back there is looking pretty nice, and I heard that they're giving out free condoms now. Across the room, Monica is in fact writing something in her notebook. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki, knowing they're the only two I really have a chance with. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change and become more and more demonic. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly.
What's with this language?
Eh? Did you say something?
Oh, it's nothing.
Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand.
I guess you could say it's fancy.
Thanks. Yours is cute.
Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be fucking cute?
I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice.
Eh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but that didn't come out nicely at all.
Well, I do have a couple suggestions.
Humph. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Hello? Baka. Which people did, by the way. Like it. They liked it. Monica fucking liked it. Axel did too, even if he's a little weird. Based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own, bitch. First of all...
Excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Axel liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it, and he stares at my tits more than he stares at yours! Natsuki suddenly stands up.
Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Or that concerned about your own damn bust size. I bet Axel's looking for more than a handful.
Eh? Well, I mean, that's not what you're Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Axel appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours.
Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself?
No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy.
Was that directed at me? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Axel started showing up. And I'm not just projecting here. I'm just fine with my body the way it is.
Natsuki! Natsuki, that's a little...
This does not involve you.
Taking out your own insecurities on others like that. You really act as young as you look, Natsuki.
Oh. Me? Look who's talking, you wanna be edgy bitch!
Edgy? Like Shadow the Hedgehog? Sorry that my lifestyle is too much for someone of your mental age to comprehend!
See? Just saying that proves my fucking point! Most people learn to get over themselves as soon as they graduate middle school, you know. If you want to prove anything, then stop harassing others with your sickening attitude.
You think you can counterbalance your toxic personality just by dressing and acting cute? The only cute thing here is about how hard you try!
Whoa, be careful or you might cut yourself on that edge, Yuri. Oh, my bad, you already do, don't you?
Did you just accuse me of cutting myself? What the fuck is wrong with your head?
Yeah, go on. Let Axel hear everything you really think. I'm surely be head over heels for you after this.
Suddenly, Yuri turns toward me as if she noticed I was just standing here or something. Axel, she's just trying to make me look bad.
That's not true. I'm just telling you the truth, Axel. She started it.
Oh. I need to make a decision so I don't have to hear this fucking music, Animaniacs music anymore. She just accused Yuri of cutting herself. But the one thing I'm not sure of is if that's a projection. Everything else about Natsuki has been a projection. The cutting comment was too far. And Natsuki's the one that started, you know. I am gonna choose, yeah. I am gonna choose. Yeah, I should choose myself. I wish I knew if that was a projection on Natsuki's behalf. If I knew if it was a projection and she's not the one cutting herself, that means Yuri probably is cutting herself and Natsuki knows this about Yuri, which really concerns me that Yuri would need someone there for her, because that actually just made me more concerned for Yuri. I'm not reading the chat because I'm trying to make this decision on my own. Man, they have to take this out of the horniness context. Come on! Axel, as the young man he is just trying to get laid, and they have to take it into this other deep context that I now have to think about. I mean, come on. I'm worried about Natsuki. I'm really worried, because if that was like everything else, that was a projection. And Natsuki is cutting herself, and it's not Yuri. This is so hard! I don't know who to pick! Man, I'm just gonna pick a decision and live with it. Why is it concerning, Delrin? Well, if she's cutting herself, then she needs help. And clearly, if Natsuki knows and it's done nothing, if this isn't about Natsuki, if that was really true about Yuri, I gotta turn this fucking clown music down. Hold on. Okay. The clown music is off. And I'm turning this fucking headphones down so I don't have to hear it either. Okay, so now I can think straight. What I'm trying to say is that if Natsuki knows this about Yuri, but says this shit to her, and it's just a total lack of compassion. But what worries me is that Natsuki could be the one cutting herself, and that's why Yuri was not as savage as Natsuki was. Because Yuri is, like, holding back, because if Natsuki's cutting herself, she doesn't need other people putting her down. But if this is the truth about Yuri, and Yuri's really cutting herself, and Natsuki is just fucking that savage, and towards her, it just smacks of lack of compassion to me. That's all. That just worries me. That's why I'm concerned, so... you know what? I can only go off of what I know, and I think maybe there's some truth to that about Yuri, so I think we're probably gonna want to get closer to Yuri. Okay. Sorry, Natsuki. Oh my god, they're really making me think about this decision! No! Like, it's bad enough I had to click it twice. Like, I'm on the edge, game. Come on. Let me just move forward. So don't keep me paralyzed in the state of indecisiveness. What if it's Natsuki who's cutting herself? This is serious. Like, both of you need help in some way or another, and I'm not enough for either of you. It's like the game doesn't want me to pick Yuri. Is there a wrong decision here? No. Monica? Or is that Sayori? That's Monica.
Where's Bill?
What do you want me to pick, Monica? Okay. Alright. I've made my decision. Clearly it's Yuri. Hey, Axel, why don't we step outside for a bit, okay? Sorry about that, but honestly, those two shouldn't have tried to get you involved, and you could do better to demonstrate more leadership yourself by refusing to play into either of them. It's probably better for both of us to stay out of this. We'll go back inside once they're done yelling. Some president I am, right? I can't even confront my own club members properly. But sometimes de-escalation really is the best tactic that you can use. I just wish I was able to be a little more assertive sometimes, but I never have it in me to put my foot down against others. You understand, right? Anyway, if this makes you want to spend less time with the others, then that's fine. I'd be happy to spend time with you instead. Suddenly, Natsuki runs out of the classroom. She quickly runs away. Oh dear. Well, it looks like they're done. You didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. Yuri is rocking back and forth in her desk with her palms over her forehead. Yuri? I didn't mean it. I believe you. I have no idea what Yuri might have said to Natsuki. Or did say to Natsuki. Axel, please don't hate me. Please. I'm not like this. There's something wrong with me today. It's fine, Yuri. We know you didn't mean it. Besides, I'm sure Natsuki will forget all about it by tomorrow completely. Anyway, the meeting is over, so you can go home now if you want. Yuri looks at me like she wants me to say something, but she keeps glancing at Monika. You can go first, Monika. I'd like to stay a little bit longer. I'm the president, so I should be the last one out. I'll wait for you to be done. Well, I'm vice president, so please let me take that responsibility today. It's kind of strange, like you don't want me around for something, Yuri. It's not that at all. It's not that. I didn't get much of a chance to discuss my book with Axel. It would just be embarrassing with you listening. I guess I really don't have a choice, do I? I'm sorry for causing trouble, but I really appreciate you understanding. Well. Damn, man. Alright. Jeez. Alright, here we go. Time to make some poetry, shall we? Hopeless. Fear. Empty. Melancholy. Unending. Existence. Determination. Infallible. Analysis. Unrestrained. Entropy. Together. Defeat. Memories. Hurt. Anger. Agonizing. Disarray. Extreme. Calm. Another day passes and it's time for a club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past few days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Welcome back, Axel. Hi, Yuri. I'm not sure if it's me or if it's Yuri's expression, but the weight of yesterday's quarrel still hangs in the air a little. It's a little awkward in here. Yuri glances over her shoulder, looking around the room. Natsuki is reading manga at a desk. And surprisingly, Monika isn't here yet. Suddenly, Yuri takes my arm and pulls me to the corner of the room and gets real close to my face like we're finally going to fuck and kiss. I mean kiss, we're just gonna kiss. About yesterday, I really need to apologize. Nothing like that has ever happened before, and something just came over me, I guess. I wasn't acting mentally sound. Please don't think we're usually like this. Not just me, but Natsuki as well. We've never, been in a fight over... Anyway. Yuri, I'm happy that you were considerate and apologized, but honestly, you owe Natsuki the apology, not me. You don't have to worry too much. Even though I've only been here a couple days, I could tell something was off yesterday. Maybe we were just a little sensitive because it was our first time sharing poems. But whatever it was, it didn't make me think any less of you. I had already decided that there was no way you could be a bad person. What? That's not the conclusion to draw! No! Wait! Where are we going, game? No! I'm not saying that Yuri's like the best person ever. I just don't want her to cut herself. After last time, clearly, we should just be more supportive. Withdrawing support from Sayori after I'd been nothing but supportive for so long was so devastating she hung herself. Where is this going, game? Game, if you lay a finger on Natsuki. Game? And now that you're apologizing, I know that you really didn't mean it. Axel, don't say those kinds of things so frankly. They make me a little too happy. I'm really glad that you're such an understanding person, and I'm really glad that you joined this club. Everything's a little bit brighter with you around, and, yeah. Sorry, what am I even saying right now?
Hey, have you guys seen Monika?
No, I haven't. I was also kind of wondering where she was.
Man, Yuri, I'm guessing you haven't either?
Yuri is clearly taken aback by how calmly Natsuki is addressing her. No, I haven't.
Jeez, this isn't like her at all.
Thanks, Deox.
I know it's stupid, but I can't help but worry a little bit. What? Why are you looking at me like that?
Natsuki, about yesterday, I just wanted to apologize. I promise I didn't mean any of the things I said. Dude! I just noticed! I'm not gonna say that observation. No, Axel. Be nice. What Natsuki said is totally true. I'll do my best to stay under control from now on. So...
Yuri, what the heck are you talking about? Did you do something yesterday? Jeez. Whatever is on your mind, I'm sure it was nothing. I don't even remember anything bad happening. You're the kind of person who worries too much about the little things, aren't you?
Maybe it's not true.
But I'll accept your apology anyway if it helps you feel better about it. Besides, it's kind of nice to hear, since I was always afraid secretly you hated me or something like that.
No, not at all. I don't hate you.
Well, you're kind of weird, but I don't hate you either.
Natsuki turns to me.
You're still on trial, though.
Hey! Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. Oh, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything.
Nah.
Well, Natsuki was.
I was not. What took you so long anyway? Baka?
Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I just kind of lost track of time.
That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring at least.
I must not have heard it, so, I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware that you played music as well, Monica. Is there anything that you can't do? I'm such a jealous bitch. Oh, don't give me more credit than I deserve. I guess I've been practicing for a while, but I'm still not really good yet. Still, that must require a lot of dedication. I'm still impressed. Well, thanks, Yuri.
You should play something for us sometime.
That's... Monica looks at me. Well, I am working on writing a song, but it's not quite done yet. Maybe once I get a little better, I will. That sounds pretty cool. I look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Axel. Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Oh God, why are you looking at me like that? You're so beautiful. Don't worry, I'm way out of your league. I was hoping I could share it with you anyway. There's a lot of things I'd like to share with you, Axel. I guess that's why I've been practicing so much recently. I'm not sure if Monica was referring to the whole club or just me. Maybe I'm getting somewhere. In that case, best of luck! Thanks! So I didn't miss anything, did I? Not really. I choose not to bring up any of the things that the three of us talked about. Besides, Natsuki's already run off into the closet. Axel, since your compliments put me in a good mood, I was wondering if you'd like to spend some time together today. I mean, in the club. Yeah, definitely. I planned on it anyway. I'm here, aren't I? You know? Okay. Can we start now? Let's find a place to sit together. I'm being a little forceful, aren't I? I'm sorry. My heart just won't stop pounding for some reason. Don't worry about it, Yuri. I'm not really interested in you. I'm really just interested in Monica. But if you're, you know, I can handle 2 trays at once. I got 2 hands. Anything. It's nice to see you have so much energy. Yeah, but I need to try to calm down. I won't be able to focus on reading like this. Take your time. Yuri takes a deep breath and then pulls a copy of the book out of her bag. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? Not at all. Thanks very much. If there's one thing that can make my reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf, the kind with a filter inside. Can you hold this for a second? Sure. Yuri hands me a water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle. I'm going to plug this in at the teacher's desk and then I'll go get some water. She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements in awe of her graceful, gazelle, egret-like body, and start to notice that I've got a raging boner right now. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms, especially because of her long legs. Yuri appears elegant and methodical, like a great serial killer. Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back. I might as well walk with you, because I'm trying to keep you company and all. Make sure you're not cutting yourself. That's okay. You stay here. It won't take long. Pitcher in hand, Yuri hurries out of the classroom. Did Yuri leave again? No, it's not like that this time. She's just filling up the water pitcher to make tea. No issues, Monica. Oh, okay, great. Sorry for misunderstanding. 10 minutes pass. Yuri said it wouldn't take long. Oh god, where are we going, game? Is something holding her up? I'm bored just waiting here, so I decide to go look for her. Oh god, oh no, oh no, 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 I don't like where this is going. The most logical place for Yuri to be would be the nearest water fountain, so I start heading down the hallway. Ha! 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 I think I hear two of my classmates fucking. What's that noise? It's coming from around the corner. It sounds like heavy breathing. I wish maybe they'd invite me for once. A sharp inhale, like someone is sucking air through their teeth. Are they in pain? I reach the corner and peer around it. I brought stickers of kittens this time to help me deal with this game. Kitten stickers to help me deal with what's around the corner. Here we go. Yuri? Yeah. Oh, of course. She is the one cutting herself. That sucks. I'm back. Thanks for waiting patiently. Axel, do you like oolong tea? Actually, yeah, I do. Anything is fine though, whatever you got. Very well. She sets the temperature in the kettle to 200 degrees. Oh god, is she about to pour boiling water on me? Now it's time to get the teapot. You really do this properly, don't you? Oh, of course. I shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others. Even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything? In that case, you'll only be even more impressed. Fair point. Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. You must be in a good mood now. Is that so? Wait a second, pull your gaze back up here. There we go. Yep. Yeah. That was rough. That was really rough. Aw, thanks, Cam. I think you're cool too. That was rough. That scene was rough. I brought I'm just gonna look at my kittens for a second. Just kittens. Kitten stickers. Here, now you guys could probably see them better. I'll put them on this white background. We can make it through this game. Here's some kitten stickers. Okay. Is that so? Jeez. I was letting it show, and you noticed. I was doing a bit of thinking, and I decided I would try expressing myself a little bit more. It turns out it's not very hard for me to do when it's you who's around anyway. That's great, Yuri. I'm so glad I'm having this positive effect on yourself, but just don't push yourself too much. You're always worrying about me, Axel. It's very endearing. Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I watched Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us. Axel, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? Yeah, sure, but why's that? Thank you, Delrin. Thank you for posting that. Yeah, guys, if this is no ordinary horror game, there's some traumatizing scenes in this game, so definitely check out that warning. It's a little bit easier on my back. These chairs are, you know, I can read with my back against the wall rather than bending over at my desk. Oh, sorry, I didn't realize. No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I just do my best to manage it. Is that so? I wonder why that is. It's most likely because your posture, right? Always hunched over like that while reading? Yes! I have terrible reading posture. That's why we should sit on the floor. Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book. I retrieved the book from my bag. I've got some chocolate for you as well. It's a bag of small chocolate candies. I take it since it'll go with the tea. Yuri and I then sit against the wall, teacups at our sides. As if in sync, we assume the same reading posture as last time, each of us holding one half the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer to one another. I can't see too well. Oh, Yuri slides closer until our shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? I got the stickers from a Japanese market. That's where I got these stickers from. They're called Neko-chan stickers, and they come with gum. Like a lot of the Japanese stickers. So it's a marketing ploy to sell gum. Really, it gets Axel to buy stickers every time. If there's stickers included, Axel buys. Yuri was always kind of cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle. Your teacup! Yuri hands me my teacup. Holding it with my hand that's not holding the book, I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus. I don't want her to see my raging boner! Now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her boobs either! I'm just trying to be a respectful good lad! Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading expression, and I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I use all of my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I finally manage to relax a little. I put the teacup between my legs to try to, maybe hide my raging boner and fumble with the chocolate wrapper. Sorry. I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want. Oh, that's okay. I won't take any. Are you sure? Well, if I touch it, then I might get smudges on the pages. Ah, you're right. I didn't even think about that. Let me just feed it to, maybe not. No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay? Are you sure? Of course! Aw, this is such a cute shot, though. This is adorable. Look at this adorable, cute shot of her. Yuri opens the book with both hands. She holds it so that I don't have any harder of a time reading from it. Yeah, this is true. She does lack confidence and exists in constant anxiety and fear. Yep. Yeah. As a result, her left arm is practically resting on the top of my leg, and she cares about the quality of books. I mean, come on. Well, in that case, Yuri is already totally focused on reading again. I take a chocolate candy and pop it into my mouth. Then I take another chocolate, and I hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lip, as if the situation was completely natural. But that means I can't stop here. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth. Oh, that's cute. Yuri closes her lips over it. Yuri's expression suddenly breaks. Did I just... Yuri looks at me like she needs to confirm what just happened. Axel? Sorry? Not sorry? I guess I shouldn't have done that. Yuri starts to breathe heavily. I can't. Axel! Suddenly, Yuri forcefully grabs my arm and jerks me to my feet. My teacup gets knocked over. Axel! My heart! Oh no, don't tell me. Fuck, is she having a panic attack? No, this was supposed to be a cute moment game! No, I already know where this is going. No, I didn't want to give the poor girl an anxiety attack! God! Oh. I can't calm down. I can't focus on anything anymore. Can you feel it, Axel? Yuri suddenly presses my hand against her chest. Why is this happening to me? I feel like I'm losing my mind. I can't make it stop. It even makes me not want to read. I just want to look at you. Huh? Are you okay, Yuri? Yuri, are you alright? Huh? Breathe. Breathe, Yuri. Breathe. Huh? It's time to share poems. God, that was intense. I was so worried she was gonna pass the fuck out there or something. I think I'm gonna give Yuri a break. I'm gonna go with Natsuki first. I'm actually gonna put Yuri last.
Yeah, just as I thought. Axel, come on! I'm not stupid! I know how much time you've been spending with Yuri. It's obvious you care more about impressing her than trying to improve your writing. To put it bluntly, it's kind of pathetic. You're such a simp, Axel. Why are you even in this club? Honestly, I thought getting a new member would help everyone get more involved together, but we're all just kind of fucking getting cucked by you. We're, now we're excluding each other even more. This is such a stupid activity anyway. Look, I'm not in a good mood today, and I just don't really feel like talking right now. Please go away.
Axel, I think you saw something earlier that you weren't supposed to see. I didn't want to have to tell you this, but I don't think I have a choice. It's getting kind of dangerous for you to spend so much time with Yuri. I don't know why, but she seems pretty easily excitable when she's around you, which shouldn't be a problem in itself, but when Yuri gets too excited, she finds a place to hide and starts cutting herself with a pocket knife. Isn't that kind of messed up? Monica! Oh my god. Monica, why are you telling me this? And with such like a judgmental air. She even brings a different one to school every day, like she has a collection or something. I mean, it's definitely not because she's depressed or anything like that. I think she gets some kind of high from it. It might even be like a sexual thing. But the point is, you've kind of been enabling her. I'm not saying it's your fault though, but I guess that's why I had to explain it all to you. So I think if you keep your distance, that would probably be best for her. While you're at it, don't be shy, and try to spend a little more time with me. To put it lightly, I should at least have it together in the head, and I know how to treat my club members. That's for me to decide, Monica! That's not for you to say about yourself, though. Honestly. Just saying. Isn't that for me to decide whether or not you're more sound than Yuri is? Anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Save me. The colors, they won't. Bright, beautiful, flashing, piercing, red, blue, and green, endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating, screeching, piercing, sine, cosine, tangent, like playing a chalkboard on a turntable, like playing a knife on a breaking rib cage, endless of meaningless. Delete her. Who the fuck do you want me to delete? Damn! Are you trying to encourage me to spend less time with Yuri? Yuri needs more time for people to, like, spend with her. Like, she needs us all to spend more time with her. She needs help. Sorry, I know it's kind of abstract. I'm just trying to, be more, I'm trying to impress you now, Axel. Now that you've given up on me, I'm trying to impress you. There's no point in explaining. It sounds more like Yuri, so I figured, you might like it a little more. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when, who am I talking to? Can you hear me? Tell me you can hear me. Anything. Please help me. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. That was weird. Alright, last but not least, Yuri. Jeez, this is getting creepier and creepier. I've been waiting for this. Let's see what you've written today. Yuri stares at the poem with a surprised expression on her face. Do you like it? Axel, this one might be even better than yesterday's. How did you pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday I was telling you the kind of techniques worth practicing. Maybe that's why. You did a good job at explaining, you know? That's all. I really wanted to try to give it more imagery. Yuri visibly swallows. Even her hands appear sweaty. It makes me so happy. It's so amazing to feel like I'm valued, Axel. Everything you write is a treasure to me. My heart pounds just holding it. Oh. I want to write a poem about this feeling. Is that bad, Axel? I'm not being weird, right? I'm having an even harder time than usual at concealing my emotions. I'm kind of embarrassed. But right now, I just want you to read my poem too, okay? Oh. Hit me with it. Wheel. A rotating wheel. Turning an axle. Grinding. Bolt head. Linear gearbox. Falling sky. 7 holy stakes. A docked ship. A portal to another world. A thin rope tied to a thick rope. A torn harness. Parabolic gearbox. Expanding universe. Time controlled by slipping cogwheels. Existence of God. Swimming with open water in all directions. Drowning. A prayer written in blood. A prayer written in time devouring snakes with human eyes. A thread connecting all living. I lost my place. There we go. Sorry about that. A thread connecting all living human eyes. A kaleidoscope of holy stakes. Exponential gearbox. A sky of exploding stars. God disproving the existence of God. A wheel rotating in 6 dimensions. 40 gears and a ticking clock. A clock that ticks 1 second for every rotation of the planet. A clock that ticks 40 times every time it ticks every second time. A bolt head of holy stakes tied to the existence of a docked ship to another world. A kaleidoscope of blood written in clocks. A time devouring prayer connecting a sky of 40 gears and open human eyes in all directions. Breathing gearbox, bless you. Breathing bolt box, breathing ship, breathing portal, breathing snakes, breathing God, breathing blood, breathing holy snakes, breathing human eyes, breathing time, breathing prayer, breathing sky, breathing wheel. It doesn't really matter what it's about. My mind has been a little hyperactive today, so I had to take it out on your pen. That is a pen fell out of your backpack yesterday. So I took it home for safekeeping, and I just really like the way that it writes. So I wrote this poem with it, and now you're touching it, and I'm okay. What did I just, can we pretend this conversation never happened? You can keep the poem, though. Oh god, I've unlocked a special poem. Yeah, that was a tea stain. Maybe. Oh, jeez. I don't know who this is. I don't know whose poem this is. I think it's Yuri's, but I'm not sure. A dream. I was wandering about an abandoned warehouse at night. I was lost, looking for an exit. I just wanted to go home. I came upon a huge empty room, its ceilings and walls beyond the deep blackness. My steps were quick in order to hurry to the other side, or to a wall. Anything. Suddenly, the ground was no longer beneath my feet. I stepped into a hole of indeterminate width. I fell for a good 5 seconds before crashing into warm water. Figuring out which way was up, I surfaced myself. The air was humid, and the sounds of my splashing reverberated endlessly. My vision was completely swallowed by the dark. With one hand, I could feel the damp metal wall of the container. My lungs were already getting tired. Wow. Okay. That's not good. What? Hi, Sayori. So good to see you again. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? We're just gonna save. What is that fucking sound? Is it the water? Is it blood? We have something we need to go over today, so if everyone could come sit at the front of the room.
Is this about the festival?
Well, sort of.
Ugh, do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we're a real club. Or that we can put everything together in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members.
Oh god, why did it go dark? What's happening? What's happening? What's going on? Why did it get dark? I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? Look, I know everyone's been a little more lively ever since Axel joined, and we've started with some club activities, but this isn't the time for us to become complacent. We'll still only have 4 members, and it'll be even more awkward. Yeah, I know. Did I pass out? I'm not sure. And the festival is our only real chance to find more people, you know?
What's so great about getting new members anyway? Clearly, Axel. Anyway, we already have enough to be considered an official club. Baka. More members will just mean everything gets noisier and more difficult to manage.
Natsuki, I don't really think you're looking at it the right way at all. Don't you want to share your passion with as many different people as you can? To inspire them to find the same feeling that brought you here in the first place? The literature club should be a place where people can express themselves like they can't do anywhere else. It should be a place so intimate that you never want to leave. I know you feel that way too. I know we all do. So that's why we should work hard to put something together for the festival, even if it's something small. Right, Axel?
Oh, come on. You can't take advantage of Axel to agree with you just because he doesn't know how to say no to anything. Look, Monica, do you really think any of us here joined the club with other people in mind? Yuri never even talked until Axel joined. As for me, I just like it here better than I do at home. And Axel isn't even passionate about literature in the first place. And that's everyone. Sorry, but you're really the only one who's interested in finding new members. God. The rest of us are fine like this. I know you're president of all, but you should really consider our opinions for once.
She's not wrong. I agree. I agree with Natsuki on this one. I agree with Natsuki. Monica is clearly taken aback by Natsuki's words. That's not true at all. I'm sure Yuri Yuri and Axel want to get more members too, right? I don't know about Yuri, but I'm kind of indifferent. If I showed as much enthusiasm as Monica wanted, then I would probably be lying. Still, if it's up to me to rescue the situation... No! Natsuki's right. Isn't she? This club, it's nothing more than a place for a few people to hang out. Why did I think that everyone here saw it the same way I did? But that doesn't mean we're against, like, new people or anything, Monica. Axel, why did you even join this club? What were you hoping to get out of it? You really want my honest answer to this, Monica? Are you really sure that you're ready to hear my honest answer, or should I just pull down my pants? That's not really something I can be honest about. In fact, if I remember, you weren't even given a choice not to join, that's right. Monica sits down and stares at her desk. What's the point of all this anyway? What if starting this club was a mistake? Now you've done it, Natsuki.
What? Me? I just spoke my mind. Is it a crime to be honest?
It's not about being honest. It's about word choice. Besides, you have no right to speak for everyone else in the club like that.
You don't understand at all. I just want a place that feels nice to hang out with a few friends, and you've gone and fucked that up ever since Axel reached his fucking hand up your skirt, you horny bitch. Is there a problem with the club being that for me? There aren't many other places like that for me. And now Monica wants to take it away from me.
She's not taking anything away.
No, Axel! It's not the same! It won't be the same with the direction she wants to take it. If I wanted that, then I could have just joined any other stupid club. But this one, I mean, Baka, at least for a little bit of time, things were nice.
Natsuki starts packing up her things.
I'm going home. I feel like I don't belong here right now.
Natsuki ignores Yuri and walks right out of the classroom. This is bad. I don't know what to do. Well, do you have any other opinion at all on joining the festival? On even participating? I don't know. I'm kind of indifferent, I guess. Wow, Yuri. Way to just spill all your cards. Who cares about that obnoxious brat? I mean, I like how nice and quiet the club is right now, and I'm just happy with you here. But still, I'm the vice president. It's not right for me to ignore my responsibilities like that. Nobody would... Yuri, we can't think and say things like that. That was weird. That was really fucking weird. I should do my best to consider everyone's perspective and make the decision that's right for the club. But what about you, Axel? What do you want to get out of this club? Yuri repeats the same question as Monica. I decide giving an indirect answer is better than nothing. I think the most important thing is for everyone to get along. And for the club to provide something that you can't get anywhere else. I don't think it's about how many members there are or all that shit, but rather the quality of each member. That's what will end up making the literature club a special place. It's not just a club. A club is made up of the people that make it. That's what a community is. I see. I really agree with you. Each member contributes their own qualities in a special way. Why is she crying blood? What the fuck? The identity of the club as a whole will change too. I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. Stepping out of your comfort zone once in a while. So if you would like to help Monica with the festival, then I'm on your side as well. Alright. Well, maybe we can all talk to Natsuki and talk her into it tomorrow. Yuri nods. Hey, Yuri. Huh? I know things were a little awkward yesterday, but I feel like you deserve to know that I still think you're a wonderful vice president, and also a wonderful friend. Monica. I want to do everything I can to make this the best club ever. Okay? Me too. Yeah. Let's all go home for today. We'll talk about the festival tomorrow. Okay. I look forward to it. Shall we go, Axel? Please don't take this the wrong way, but I'm going to chat a little bit with Axel before we leave, just to see what he thinks of his time here and all that. It's important to me as president. Oh. Yuri looks a little troubled, but she doesn't protest. Okay. I trust your judgment, Monica. In that case, I'll see the two of you tomorrow. We'll see you tomorrow! Monica waves as Yuri exits the classroom. Phew, things have been a bit hectic lately, haven't they? Axel, I just wanted to make sure that you're enjoying your time at this club. I would really hate to see you unhappy. I feel kind of like I'm responsible for that as president. And I really do care about you. You know? I don't like seeing the other girls give you a hard time. With how mean Natsuki is and everything. And Yuri being a little bit, you know. Sometimes it feels like you and I are the only real people here. You know what I mean? But it's weird, because in all the time you've been here, we've hardly gotten to spend any time together. I mean, I guess it's technically only been a couple days. Sorry, I didn't mean to say something weird. There are just some things I've been hoping to talk about with you. Things I know only you could understand. So that's why... Wait, no, not yet! No! Alright, we're gonna finish this last poem and then we're gonna adjourn this meeting for today. Club members of my Sushi Cat Literature Club. Time. Whispers. Insight. Treasure. Your memories. They're not infinite. What the fuck is with this? What? Summer. Blankets. The dark. Happiness is warm for only a moment. Wonderful fireflies. Wrath. Graveyard. Disoriented. Rain cloud. Flying. Are those girls jumping when I pick a certain word? I bet this one would be Natsuki. Flying. Pure. Tenacious. Yeah, okay. I'll have to start keeping track of that now that I've noticed the girls jump when I pick certain words. Yeah, the one who likes the word most will hop up and down. Thank you, Delrin. Yeah, Spikes, I didn't realize that. The game didn't really tell me, so I'm just kind of observing it myself. I've been focusing on meaning more than reaction, and words I kind of thought might be what each girl likes. I've kind of been going off of a tone, just understanding their preference for certain words, like certain overall tone of the poem. I'm thinking of global impact of the whole group of words. I didn't expect to get like an insight into their reaction immediately. So that's good. I'll have to keep, to see if I I did notice in an earlier stream, but I hadn't quite tied it for sure. I wasn't really paying attention to them. Now I'm paying attention, so. Yeah. Right. Like, I realized it earlier, but I never put the significance together. Like, I noticed that the girls are, like, hopping up and down, but I never noticed that, wait a second, there's a correlation to the, you know, I noticed that they're happier. Like, now I can actually really, I get it, it's just connected, so. Hopefully that makes sense. I noticed they were hopping, I just didn't, I was going for impact of the whole poem collective of words, so. Alright. Okay, guys, thank you for joining me in our lovely literature club. My sushi cats, have a good one, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye. Take care.